Hello YouTube. I've I'm back at home. Um, I've been at home from the 14th of March. The reason I've been so quiet is yeah, the realization that obviously I still have to live. Even though I'm obviously still alive, I have to live. It's proving to be a full-time job to obviously make plan for money and food and anyway, I am sharing with you today a miracle that happened on the 6th of March. I was scheduled for a transmetatarsal amputation. It is where they chop the top of the foot off. In other words, I was going to lose the remaining 3 toes on my right foot. They knocked me out. Went into theatre and they knocked me out. It's a training hospital, so the anaesthetist was unattended, and she said to me, young girl, she said to me, if there's a problem there, I'm going to send you back to the ward. I'm going to cancel the op, I'm going to send you back to the ward, and that'll just be that, because there was no backup for her that day. The professors weren't available. So obviously I was knocked out and I went to sleep, and when I woke up I found that I still had 3 toes. So yeah, I'm like, okay, maybe there was a problem. So I waited until the next day when the doctors did their rounds, and I spoke to the doctor and I said, no, what happened? Did the anaesthetist have a problem? And she said, no. Strangely enough, when we opened it up and we were getting ready to op, we realized that somehow or another your foot is now getting circulation, which doesn't happen. Normally what happens is they do an angioplasty and the blood flow gets worse over a period of time. So, they do the op and it gets progressively worse over time, and then it stabilizes. Me, what happened is that they did the angioplasty and realized that it wasn't working and I was not still getting blood flow to the foot, so they needed to amputate. And guess what? They knocked me out, and they went the whole leg, knocked me out, ready to op. And when they got to they opened it up and they're like, but this is viable. Why are we amputating the rest of this man's toes? So it didn't happen. So, well, there you go. I personally think that's a bit of a miracle. Whether you believe in a higher power or not, I think the man upstairs decided, well, 2 toes is enough. You don't need to lose any more. Maybe you've learnt your lesson. Yeah. Okay, so obviously I ended up coming back home on the 14th, and I've been home ever since. Obviously I'm treating the foot myself, cleaning it, and obviously maintaining the healing process. It is proving to be difficult. I'm having to attack it with a toothbrush to make sure that the pus layer, I get rid of it. Anyway, okay, enough about me. In the time I've spent in the hospitals, I've met some people, good people, and last year I met a gentleman by the name of Nas Rotenbach, and it was brought to my attention at the beginning of this year that he passed away on the 1st of February. I was there when he was first admitted, and he had 2 toes that had gangrene. He was 74 years old, so he had a fairly good innings. And then the man next to me this last time I was in the hospital, a gentleman by the name of Willie Horn, he was my friend. I left him there on the 14th, also waiting for surgery, also had 2 toes with gangrene. He'd lost his left leg below the knee previously in 2020, and they kept chopping and chopping and chopping because obviously the infection just wouldn't go away, and he lost his battle against the infection on the 14th of April. Both of my friends that I met in hospital, I'm going to miss you both. And to their families, my condolences. And yeah, I am blessed to be here. It often doesn't feel like it, but I am blessed to be here. May God keep you safe in His arms. May He keep me safe in His arms. You guys must have an excellent day further. Be excellent to each other. And yeah, I'm just waiting for the next miracle. Maybe I'm going to win the lotto, and then all my financial problems go away, because currently most of my problems are financial. I'm managing to stay on top of my foot, if that made any sense whatsoever. Alright guys, peace out.